Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Toe Tags Metal Reviews, and today we're going to be checking out The Sickness by Disturbed. Now this album was Disturbed's very first ever full-length studio release. It was released in, I believe, the year 2000, and this album is sick. Held near and dear to both of our hearts. Yep. What do you think of this song?
I think that Disturbed was one of those bands that, when the new metal scene was coming out back in the late 90s and early 2000s, I think Disturbed was one of those, the front runners. Maybe not the front runner, but they're definitely in that mix with, Korn was in there, Slipknot was in there, Limp Bizkit was in there, all these other bands. Disturbed became one of my favorite bands at that time, and I've basically grown up listening to them. I feel like they've been a very consistent band through their career. They put out a lot of good content, a little ups and downs here and there, but Disturbed is such a great band, so well-rounded, and I think that if we're going to do a Disturbed album, there's none better to do than their first release, The Sickness. Such a great album. I can't wait to give it a nice solid listen. Haven't heard it in a while, but to listen to it again is going to be bringing back so many old memories, and then give a fucking review on it. It's going to be awesome.
Oh yeah. Now, instead of a listening session like we normally do, when we get to the song Conflict, we're going to have a little bit of fun challenge for ourselves here. Every time that David Draymond says enemy, we will put a marshmallow in our mouth.
Marshmallow challenge.
He says it a lot,
yeah.
So we decided to go with the small marshmallows so we don't die.
Yeah, we don't want to die.
We don't want to die. He really says it a lot in that song.
So that's what you guys are going to see instead of the listening session. So that's coming up in a few seconds. Unfortunately, we can't actually play this song in the video, so we're gonna have some other background music. But if you want to play along with us or whatever, you can always just open the song up on your iTunes playlist or Spotify or YouTube or wherever and listen to the song as we're doing the challenge. So you can see every time he says enemy, we're popping marshmallows into our mouths. See how many we can fit. I don't know if we can fit. He says it like good 40 times.
Like at least like 40-ish. It's a lot.
Yeah. But anyways, we'll be back after that to give our review. That wasn't so bad.
I can't.
That wasn't so bad.
That was a lot of mushroom.
That wasn't so bad because about halfway through, they started basically melting in my mouth, and they it made a lot of room left. So that wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. We used the small marshmallows. If we'd used the bigger ones,
We would have died.
I don't think we would have died. We would have got through maybe the first minute of the song, and then we would have had to call it quits.
Like, we could not physically.
Or maybe we could have, because if they were melting too, and you really cram them in there and go like full chipmunk cheek,
Oh, yeah.
maybe next time.
I don't know. They just kept filling up in my mouth, and it just. I was trying to like push them off from the side so I could fit more in my mouth.
Yeah.
That was hard. It was hard to do. So that was just the small ones. That was like the tiny ones.
Now back to the review.
All right, guys, welcome back. We just had our listening session of the album, and thank you for checking out the Marshmallow Challenge. That was fun.
That was fun.
So, Vile, what did you think of the album?
I think it's such a terrific album. Like, just front to end, beginning song all the way to the last song. There's really no bad songs on this album. Every song has a uniqueness to it. This album is mixed so well. The drums sound so thick. The guitars sound so clean. The vocals are amazing. David Draymond has a great voice, very unique voice. I just love everything about this album. This album just really holds a spot for me. It really does, because I think it was around a time where my music taste was starting to change a little bit. I really don't know how, but like I said earlier in the video here, it was when new metal was coming out, and things were kind of starting to change in the metal scene. Some people say for the better, some people say for the worse. For me, that was a big time. That was a big time for me. There was a lot of bands coming out that were really, really great, and I still hold dear to my heart these days. But this album, man, it hits really hard. There's no bad songs. I really don't know what else to say about it. It's just well produced, well written, well performed. It's a fucking great album. So you can go ahead and tell me what you think.
I pretty much same feelings as you. I fucking love this album. It's incredible. It's got so much energy. It's so in your face. There's a multitude of vibes that this album gives you.
Yep.
It's incredible.
Yep.
Oh, especially with the first song, Voices. It just comes in and busts the wall down. Just, oh shit. The first four really just like have so much going on. Voices, The Game Stupefied, Down with the Sickness.
Yep.
It's just holy shit.
Down with the Sickness has been overplayed though. A lot of people, the radio has butchered that song.
It's been played so much, but when you try to look at it as a song, try to critique it as a song, it's still very enjoyable.
It holds a lot of nostalgia too.
That too.
Holds a lot of this whole album holds nostalgia, which is one of the reasons why I love it so much. Because it brings you back, man. I'm going back to like grade 9, I think, when this came out. I'm like, holy crap, man, those are some good times.
Yeah, like I said, this album is just incredible. So much going on right in your face. Mm-hmm. This album, for me, I will give this album my toe tag. Like I said, fantastic album. Vile, what do you rate The Sickness?
This album gets my toe tag as well, so it's going to get added to the coveted list of two toe tags. We picked it for a reason, man. We both love this album. We think you guys should definitely listen to this album. I know there's a lot of Disturbed fans out there, like I said, but I also noticed that Disturbed gets a lot of hate. They're one of those bands. A lot of people shit on Disturbed, probably because of their popularity. A lot of metalheads don't like what's popular, which I think is silly. But man, you're doing yourself a disservice if you're gonna ignore good music just because a lot of other people like it. That's just my thoughts, my feelings, what I think about it. But that's pretty much it for this video, right? Unless you got anything else you want to add.
Nope, that's it. This album slays.
This album slays. So this review is pretty short and sweet. I guess most of our time was taken up by the Marshmallow Challenge, which actually I'm going to mention that was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. We should have used the bigger marshmallows. Maybe next time we'll use bigger marshmallows. Next time if we can think of another marshmallow challenge to do.
Absolutely. And remember, guys, to like, comment, favorite, subscribe for more if you liked it. I'm TV Fish.
And I'm Vile Self.
We'll see you guys later.